Hey guys, how's it going? I'm back here with another video. So in this video here, I'm going to do a little bit of work to my 2010 Buick LaCrosse. Very nice car. I really like this car. And the work that I'll be doing to it, I'm going to change out the parking sensor. So the first thing you're going to need is, obviously you're going to need some parking sensors. So it's 4 of them. This is what they look like. This is the part number here. And you will also need some paint if you want to paint them back the same color that they were. And one thing I know is that the service manual said this paint should only be 6 mil thick. So basically if you do change the parking sensors out and get some real touch-up paint to paint them, just make sure it's a very thin coat. All right, so the parking sensors are, again, you're gonna see them here. So it's 4 total. All right, 4 total. So the first way, we got to take this whole this rear fascia off, and we'll begin taking it off if we come over here this side here. There is, let me turn a light on here so we can see. Turn my light on here. There is 4 bolts here to take out, 4 screws rather. 1, 2, 3, and 4. So you take these, I've already just pre-loosened them here. So you take these 4 out on each side. And the next thing you would do is that you would go underneath the car. Let's go underneath real quick. All right. You go underneath the car. Let me turn some light on here. And there's 4 clips here that you would take out, which would be 1. I've already pre-loosened them so you can see 1, 2, and then there's 3 and 4. So I'm gonna go ahead and take those out, and what I'll do is I will come back and I will show you the rest of the process of how to remove this bumper. And another thing I'm gonna do while I'm down here is that I'm gonna remove these heat shields, and I'm gonna clean the carbon off these heat shields as well. So with that said, I'll show you how I'm gonna do that. I've looked up a YouTube video on how to use some stuff, but I'll get to that when I'll talk about it a little bit more when I get around to it. So be right back. All right, so I'm back here. So the next step in this process, after you get the 4 screws out, 2, 3, and 4 up here, what you want to do is just like take this panel right here and just peel that right off, right up to this door part, to this jam right here where the lights come out at, because you're gonna have to take the tail lights out. We'll get to that later. But yeah, this is what it should look like. This is the first parts that you should be doing before you open the trunk and take out the trunk liner and the tail lights. And you just do this on both sides. So with that said, I'll be right back. All right, guys, so we're inside the trunk now. So you're gonna have to lift this up and move this out of the way. This piece here, this plastic piece here, is gonna have to come out, and you're gonna have to take this, take these here out here. These what I want to say, I forget these types of holders here, these panel holders. 1 here and 1 here on each side. 1 there and 1 there. You take these out, and then you peel this back, and I'll show you that later. And then you go inside of here and you unscrew. I think it's 5 nuts on each tail light, and then you remove the tail light. So with that said, this plastic piece, you just kind of pull up on it and pull out at the same time, kind of like this. You see that? See? And yeah, that's pretty much it for that. And you just keep pulling it here. I may have to do this with 2 hands, so I'm gonna go ahead and start the video so I can do this with 2 hands here, because I think it does need that. So anyway, you get the point, and we'll come back and we'll take a look at the tail lights. All right, guys, we're back here in the trunk with everything out of the way. So these things here, this one, it's 5 of these total. There's 1 right in there. I think you should be able to see this one. It's 1 or 2 of them buried back here somewhere. But anyway, it's just 5 of these, 4 or 5 of these on each side. And you can just undo them by hand like so, and just take them right out. And then you'll be able to pull the tail light out and unhook it, and we'll show you that in a minute. All right, guys, so I'm back here. So there were a total of 4 wing nuts to take off, and then you can just pull the light unit right off just like this. And then additionally, there's just one wiring harness right here. You just undo this right here, and then you can set the lighting unit off to the side, and then obviously you just do both sides this way, and then we'll end up taking the fascia off. Okay guys, I'm back with the bumper cover off. Everything is completely removed here. A little rusty right here. That's okay. This car was registered in Ohio before I bought it used, so that would explain a lot of the rust here. But okay, it's still pretty solid. So now back on the fascia here. These pieces here is 1, 2, 3, and 4 sensors here, and you just take these take these clips right here, push them up like out, and then pull this out, and then you'll be able to change out these sensors. Here is that wiring harness that looks very grody here, and yeah, so that's all you got to do is undo this harness right here, and you'll be able to detach the whole fascia. I'm going to look into cleaning these shields here and see if it's worth my time trying to clean these, and that'll be the last thing I'll do here. But for right now, I'm gonna move on over to the bench after I remove those and paint these right here. And again, if you are to paint them, I'd recommend getting the factory touch-up paint to do this and paint a thin coat. I believe this, if I recall correctly, the service manual says should be 6 mils thick, no more than 6 mil. Anyway, with that said, I'll see you in a little bit. All right guys, so I got the sensors out. These here are the 4 old ones here, and these here are the 4 new ones. I painted these already. This is just a thin coat. I'm not going to try to overdo it because I mean it's going to look good enough anyway. And I'm also next going to put the clear coat on this once this fully dries, which would be this. Let's see here. Give me 1 second here. Let me turn this back upside down here. The clear coat comes out of here, this on this side of the pin. For example, let me show you. And then the clear coat is on this side of the pin. And then we turn up the, let's go ahead and open it. I'm going to show you what the paint actually looks like. The actual red paint, and this here is the red paint. So if you get you one of these here, they cost about, these touch-up kits cost about 20 bucks. I mean, they'll last forever because again, you're usually not going to use that much of it anyways. So yeah. Anyway, we'll try to get these back in the car. I'm gonna try to figure out how can I diagnose the issue here to make sure that these sensors are in fact bad and it's not something else. So that's what I'm gonna take some time to do. And if I find out anything, I'll let you know. If not, I'm gonna just keep moving forward. Okay, I'll see you in a minute. Hey guys, I'm back here. I got out my meter here, and what I'm gonna do is I back probe this line here, and I back probe here, and I'm just gonna check everything on this wiring harness here and see can I get continuity just to make sure through each wire that there is nothing wrong with this wiring harness itself, because the wiring harness runs from here to here. So basically what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna stick this guy in here. I'm gonna take this one here, stick it in here, and as you can see, we got continuity on that one wire. So I'm gonna go through and I'm gonna check them all, and if something pops up and I find one that don't have some continuity or some other issue, I'll let you know. But anyway, if you have this off, you might as well check continuity at least to make sure there's nothing wrong with the wiring harness itself. All right guys, so I'm back here. I checked all of the circuits in this wiring harness here, and they all have continuity. So that means that, you know, as far as I can tell, at least in my skill level, that this wiring harness here is good to go, as far as I can tell. Now, as far as the wiring harness that's coming from the engine, or coming from the PCM, if you will, going to that, I am not entirely for sure, but it looks good. I mean, I really doubt if anything is wrong with it. But anyway, I wanted to double check. Oh no, wait a minute. That's to the tail light. Sorry. This is the wiring harness that goes to the parking sensors here. It looks good. I looked around it. I highly doubt if it's anything here. There's a clip. I can take this off and even look at it a little bit more, but I'm not going to bother with this here because, again, I'm not skilled enough with electrical diagnostics just yet to be poking and probing with stuff, you know, that's hooked to the vehicle, to the ECM and battery and things like that, because I just want to make sure I don't mess anything up. But I'll research that and see what I find. If it turns out that I need to do this again, I can figure it out. I can look it up. But as it stands, I'm just going to go ahead and just assume this is good. And I verified that this wire here is good. So the only thing left to do, one thing I did check the resistance on all of the sensors, and the resistance was the same for the 4 that I'm taking out plus the 4 that I'm putting in. Maybe that doesn't mean anything. I'm not entirely for sure, but as it stands, it looks like, at least at this time, like it's a high chance that it's at least one of these sensors right here that's the issue. Because again, from what I read about these sensors, if one fails, they all would fail. It'll make the whole system shut down. So that said, I'll get this buttoned up here in a little bit, and I'll get back with you. And I've decided that I'm not going to clean the tailpipe fascia heat shields today because I don't have enough time. I got to do some other things today, but I'm gonna make another video of cleaning that off. I found a really good YouTube video on how to clean carbon off that heat shield, and I'll put that in the description if you're interested. I'll be back. Hey guys, I'm back here. I got my 4 sensors in. You can see one there, one here, and one there. I'm quite pleased with the color matching. So with that said, I'm gonna go ahead and button it up with, and that'll be the end of the video. And that's it. That's how you change your parking sensors, rear parking sensors on a 2010 to 2016 Buick LaCrosse. All right, thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you in the next one. Bye. Okay, guys, I got everything buttoned back up here. So now here's the moment of truth. I didn't want to end the video without showing you all everything put back together and show you how does it work. So now, used to be when I cut the car on, and when I backed in place, I have the parking sensor on, and let's see what happened. I turn it off and then turn it back on. Okay. Okay, I heard a beep. Okay, that's different. So that means it's working. It's detecting, see? And I can see that this little thing here is flashing as well in the window. So let's back up a little bit just to see what happened. Yes. Yep, so it is now working. So that's it. Everything is working, guys. All is well in the world again. And I will see you guys in the next one. Okay, bye.